It is almost 5 o'clock on the East Coast, 4 o'clock on the Central Coast, almost 3 o'clock in the Mountain Zone, and 2 o'clock in the Pacific Zone. I'm John of Doom, and this is FTN News' special coverage of the impeachment trial of President TimidSoul. I forgot that was on. And the president is charged with 2 articles of impeachment. Those are her inactivity and violating one of those acts. I don't really have it off the top of my head at this moment. We are awaiting coverage to begin at any moment now. We will bring that to you when that starts. But right now, you're about to look at the channel and the Discord server. Here it is on the screen right now. This is what the events will look like as we get into the next hour and about 50 minutes, an hour 50, almost 2 hours. At 5 o'clock, the opening statements from the manager. At 5:05, the opening statement from the defense. Oral arguments will be held by the manager for 10 minutes at 5:10, and then at 5:20, oral arguments from the defense, which will last for 10 minutes. The rebuttal from the manager is expected at 5:25 for about 5 minutes, and at 5:30, rebuttal from any party that reserved time during arguments for about 5 minutes. At about 5:35, witnesses will be introduced, which will be limited to a minimum of 20 minutes for each party, therefore extending the time to 40 minutes, so 20 minutes for each side. And at 6:05, senators will submit their questions to the chair in the questions channel that will be either with us or without us. We'll still see the questions either way. And at 6:10, the chair will present questions to the manager and defense. That'll be for 20 minutes, 10 minutes each. And at 6:30, the closing statements from the defense for 5 minutes. And then at 6:45, the closing statements from the manager. I think it's going to be like 10, 15 minutes on the other end. But that is precisely beside the point. It will end at around 6:50 p.m. Eastern, 5:50 p.m. Central. This is going to shape up to be the course that will shape up Noose's history for the rest of the time here that we have. So this will be a monumental decision that the Senate will take. As a former senator who sat on the impeachment trial of former President Leo Vinnick, this is going to be a hard one for both sides to decide on. However, all but 2 of the senators are constitutionalists. I think there's like 2 that are Republican at this moment. The impeachment manager is collect funds. I'm not sure if they appointed anyone else to be in the impeachment manager team. Arthur Chen is the defense counsel, someone who I am close friends with anyways. So not trying to put any bias here, so we'll remain as unbiased as we possibly can. And the trial is expected to begin at any minute. And now it is exactly 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock Central. We shall go live to the Senate chambers for the entire trial. Stand by as we await that. And I wish I had people that could be on here. Unfortunately, we do not at this moment. And so it is literally just me. Jake is doing something. None of our team is. It's a one-man band at the moment, but I assure you I will do everything again to run the ship as smoothly as possible. Let us know any questions you have for the impeachment trial. It's exactly about 4:01 my time. It's Central Time. Leave your questions in the live chat below. I will get to all of them if I can. Let us check the status of these chambers on the Discord. Heard no movement as of yet. But they wanted to start at 5 o'clock, so we're going to have to see if they indeed start at 5 o'clock. Did I just do? as we get like a more lined up version on here for you. We will, alright, so the Senate is called into order and the trial of the presidents shall begin. And at this very moment, we are going to go full screen without commentary for the until a break is done. And again, we're going full screen here with no commentary whatsoever. Let us watch as this trial now begins. Attendance is currently being taken in at this moment. We expect the trial to begin shortly. Uh, we'll keep a watch on that for you as the trial is about to begin. Opening statements expected shortly. rather quick when it came to the opening arguments. It seemed like they typed it ahead of time, and I would assume both the prosecution and the defense did the same for their oral arguments, which is coming up shortly. We apologize if this seems like it's frozen to you. That's actually not on our end. It's just the impeachment manager just typing everything up. I assume that everyone would just have it all typed up since the opening arguments were that fast and all that was copy and pasted. But it appears I might be wrong. So shut up, me. We will keep you in touch. It appears we have the statement typed up. Let me read it all to you. Thank you, Mr. Chief Justice, and may it please the Senate, I will first address Article 1 of the charges. Severe inactivity in the executive office of the President. The President has continued to act in a severely corrupt manner as President since assuming the office following the resignation of his predecessor. And guess what? He has no regrets. He has stated time and time again that he does not care about this community, about the state of our union. He hates our values, and he has the courage to denounce the community and justify his inactivity because the community is dead. Dead because of him. Our witness, the White House Chief of Staff, is willing to go against the President for the good of the nation. He is the first person in this entire community who would know whether or not the President is effective at his job. We do, after all, have no sitting vice presidents, and they're testament to the inability and inactivity in the office. The Constitution states that the President shall be removed from the office for severe inactivity, bribery, treason, and other high crimes and misdemeanors, and, quote, do your duty and find the President guilty of severe inactivity and eroding confidence in the nation. I will now address Article 2 of the charges. Prosecuting enemies of the United States. The President willingly violated the Domestic Safety and Security Act of 2021 even after the United States District Court for the District Court, I think for the District of Columbia here, declared Brent VX ineligible to hold civil office. He, in fact, went on to keep him in the ODNI, appointed as a Deputy Assistant or whatever, DAP of the NSA, and then appointed to your ranks the position of the U.S. Senator. The law is clear. The President willingly violated the law and endangered the United States' national security in the process. You recognize Brent was ineligible in this expulsion, which passed by a 2/3 majority today. These facts run concurrent. If Brent was appointed illegally, the President violated the law. And that is the opening argument the proof by the prosecution. The defense is relegated to, of course, 10 minutes. Let us take a look at this exhibit that they provided us really quick. Well, the defense is typing their statement here. Let me go on here. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Mail, Senate chambers. Am I able to bring that up? I apologize, there's a dead screen. Okay, here we go. Okay, while we're waiting, here we go. Here's the the article which is from the Road Journal, which states titled "An Update About the Executive Branch." It literally just talks about an update from the executive branch, from a bunch of the branches. It talks about the Department of State. Anonymous sources have told the Road Journal a bunch of stuff. The Department of State is dead, except for like one person for how the Secretary of State describes it. Secretary of State also has separate priorities from what is considered a national focus. There's no ambassador to the United Nations. If there is one, they are inactive and non-existent. And the DSS is unknown as far as anyone is aware. The DOD, which has been separated from NUSA. So I don't think we're going to go into that. But COCOM and Coast Guard were open about congressional consent, which was admitted and glorified. Several complaints have come from previous or current staff saying things. Iraq being a former Secretary left Treasury to die for in the CCG. NSA and DIA are a struggle match of authority between the ODNI and DOD, with Barrick completely sidewinding ODNI. With the DOD, the FBI is destroyed. DOD is inactive. Courts are inactive. Caseloads are piling up. Department is growing more unstable by the day. Department of Homeland, well, that seems like the only bright side for this matter. Zeltic is doing fine for the most part, so nothing much about the Department of Homeland Security on that end. The intelligence community, the CIA, is always the CIA. The ODNI is struggling to maintain NSA and DIA about verifying that trying to classify personal info. Relationship between the ODNI and NSC HICOM are stagnant. The White House AJ is still the acting White House Chief of Staff. Press Secretary is doing fine. There's another Deputy White House Chief of Staff for the Administrative Affairs. They are also doing fine. Tim has not written another executive order nomination or policy since the 16th. It's out from my office of prison rates, and there is no vice president. The World Journal also received a message sent by the POTUS news to Discord saying that he's not done anything in 2 weeks. Rush Hamilton says, basically, Congress is blocking your agenda, to which he replies, not really. I haven't done anything in like 2 weeks, and that is where the proof ends. Here is the rebuttal for you as that was typed in. And let me say it quickly. In my rebuttal, since our time is so short, I will briefly address Article 2. What the manager has so carefully left out is that it was not the current President of the United States, TimidSoul, who appointed Mr. Bruntovec to his position of the Deputy National Security Advisor. No, it wasn't the previous administration who placed Mr. Bruntovec in that position. Not only was President Timid not the reason for his placement, President Ralph Nington, the Director of National Intelligence, which this body then confirmed. If the House was so concerned about the alleged treason, then why didn't they move to impeach him then? Alright, the balance of power changed. Secondly, Mr. Brendovec is in the position of Deputy National Security Advisor, which is not a civil office. The law that the managers mentioned only bars him from civil offices, which this is not. Therefore, the president had no wrongdoing in this matter. He therefore then yields, I need water so desperately. I need water. I'm going to go get water. If I sound so hyperactive and emotional, it's because I'm a good actor. I'm a good actor. I like to play into this. Oh, here we go. Thank you. The president willfully appointed the subject, in this case, Brendovec, to the United States Senate. Sorry. That is procuring an enemy of the United States, and he kept it in that office, which one of the highest security clearances in the country. I am aware that the defense counsel had his nomination into the district court as a federal judge denied unanimously, but there should be no attempt to lie to them. They are smarter than he thinks. I am going to go get water, and I will read everything else when I get back. I'm back. Really refreshing water, in my opinion. Time is not reserved for witnesses. Motion from the Senate. Each party shall be provided 10 minutes for interviewing the witness. The first witness will be AJ Go Bell 1. The last BC was shut down in late 2021. Blah, blah, blah. Check the testimony for AJ GOE Bell 1. He is the Chief of Staff to the President. We shall await that shortly, and I will narrate everything as it comes in. This is FTN. All right. Maybe asking what was that? That was me rehearsing and throwing my throw. I don't know. Good afternoon. Let the record show President Soul terminated my appointment a couple of hours ago. I am now the former White House Chief of Staff. That's a shocker. I'm not surprised, considering the fact, I don't know. He's not going to take the oath, which is basically to swear to tell the truth, only the truth, nothing but the truth, under penalty of perjury, so help me God. In which he will say, yes, so help me God. I name, swears, the evidence I shall give be the truth, only the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God. In which he says that, so help us all, God, is what I'd say. So help us all, God. I'm sorry if I seem too emotional. It's 4:32 in the afternoon on a Sunday, and I got nothing to do. I wonder if people are still watching. It continues along these lines. 10 minutes reserved to the manager from the state of Kentucky. Thank you, Mr. Chief Justice. Are you there, Mr. AJ? Oh. This is so boring. Sorry if I don't seem like the most happy man in the world. I'm a depressed man in all reality, but it's Sunday, got nothing to do, and I'm doing this as a public service. If I wasn't here, no one else would be covering this. We had a whole damn team last time. Everyone else is doing their own thing right now. So it's just me, myself, and I. All right, here's the Senator. I'll see if I can make this entertaining for you. Manager. Hello. Colleagues, I assume you were also a senator, so greetings, manager. Please explain your previous role in the short way for me. My time is limited. Top 10 haha funny moment. Not in the game, not in the trial, just written the ends. Fun fact. Let's see what else is Of course, my role was the President and White House Chief of Staff. I advised POTUS on all matters from national security to foreign and domestic issues, as well as oversaw all functions at the White House. Who the hell is... Damn these... Oh yeah, it's just a bunch of people saying a bunch of crap. Thank you! You were also the right-hand man to the president, the person with the closest contact absent is the vice president, right? Also represented POTUS at department meetings, etc. Yes, that is correct. Wow. I've been with the president since he was vice president under President Vinnick. It continues along these lines. I've served as chief of staff. Yeah, we lost viewers for that. Did the president ever state you that he was no longer motivated to act in the community? No, he did not. What the hell are all these emojis? No, he did not. Nope. No. Did you slowly start to notice a decline in his activity? Objection. Yes, very much so. Stop, says the defense. Oh, Sarah Cameron's so hot. Shut up. I apologize. I also apologize for the language being shown so far. It's not under my control. The chair is not the manager. Questions should not be directed from the manager to the witnesses. Defense requested the question and response be struck from the record. We think the chief would agree with the defense. So, both sides were basically saying, Mr. Chief Justice, don't even speak of this. Don't question it. Let it. And so that was all struck. Let's just ignore that first part and pretend like it never even happened. Yo, if you're watching this, say something. I'm just reading the lobby. What? 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 When did you start to notice this? Which was questioned before. Did you slowly start to notice the decline in his activity? Which he said yes, very much so. I'm trying to see that was confirmed because I saw something about Paul being appointed something. Decline to notice the activity, yes, very much so. When you start to notice this, well, the president kind of showed signs of inactivity about 3 days or so into his presidency. I never said this to anyone, but I'm about to say he's going to be the first. So we're going to see A worldwide exclusive. Please do. I've gone to the president so many times that I cannot even count on my family's hands put together, asking for permission for certain things, Lego scandals, as well as for a variety of issues. And into 12, into a day, objection motion to suppress his fear of retaliation of its termination. The administration feels the witness could leak classified information to the public. And it got to the point where he no longer... That won't happen. Deny, don't be stupid. I'm more what I'm saying, sir. Anyways, then... Before I was rudely interrupted, sort out, it got to the point. Continue. Let me know when you're done. Continue? Oh, thanks. Okay, so, done. It got to the point where I would ask the president something or recommend something and that he would never respond. Just today, for example, Senator Khan was like, done. Just today, for example, the president never actually told me verbally that Arthur was his representation. It was implied. But it was never actually said. I told POTUS numerous times, and I was told by others, Arthur would represent. And so I did stuff for the president. It continues along these lines. I went ahead and forwarded Arthur's request. The defense will be quiet. There will be no objections to the president's counsel for the trial, to the Chief Justice. So, Mr. Chief Justice and Mr. President, whatever you called right now in this chamber, I can honestly say or on multiple issues, was he inactive where his duties were being carried out by the delegates and an unusual amount? Yes. What? What? What did I just see? Oh, God. Actually, not an unusual amount. Every single action I was read on was carried out by others. Has this an activity ever jeopardized the standard operations of the executive branch or national security? I'm looking at lobby. Don't look at lobby. There's a bunch of stuff. Not safe for work stuff in lobby. I'm keeping you safe from that. I think the president's term, he maybe carried out 3 or 4 actions himself. Nomination Solar gave out regularly. I can't even say in confidence he actually read and signed off on. Objection. The question is vague and ambiguous. I said no objections. They answered the question. This is not a court. So yes? Yes. Okay. This is not a court of law. You get rebuttals, not objections. What? Oh no! I can confidently say that the president's inactivities jeopardize national security. Not really any executive branches. People like myself have been there to do it for him. And I can confidently say that my mind has been scarred forever because I saw something in the lobby that has been permanently scarred into my head. And I can never get that image out. I'm not going to describe what it is, but it is very, very, very disturbing. Thank you. My time is up. Thank you. The defense will now rebuttal. Thank you, Sir Arthur Chan. 10 minutes reserved for questioning. New president soon, says con artist. He could be the new president, and if so, let us see how he acts. In what ways did you publicly state how you would testify today? Could you elaborate? What ways? Ask questions that are clearly praised, counselor. Until I'm starting to get bored. It would be appreciated. Are we doing okay? Stream-wise? We are. In other words, how did you publicly allude to your testimony? Well, I typed. I don't know what you mean. Allude? I said I was going against Timid. Does that answer your question? Indeed. Indeed. Why, in fact, did you say that? Quote unquote, going against Timid. I thought you were supposed to be a witness, not an advocate. I thought you were supposed to be a witness, not an advocate. Because I felt Timid should be out of office. Looks like Bernard and Richo are watching. because I'm not afraid to voice my concerns and opinions to the nation and the world. He asked the question, here comes the president. Which defense is like, sir, DMs, you can fire your own counsel if you like to. Oh, okay. What is up, Drama Alert Nation? Please do that, it'd be so funny. Excuse me? No, I just have a question I want to ask. Present yourself pro per, which entitles firing counsel. It's your choice. The defense asks the witness to shut up. After your counsel, then please. Okay, I'll be representing myself. Okay, that's it. Have fun. Goodbye, Arthur. Y'all suck. The defense counselor is dismissed. This is amazing. And Timid, I love you, Hobie. That is fantastic. Calm down. Oh, God, this is great. Sorry. Okay, have fun being impeached, Tim. You have 5 minutes left, Mr. President, that you may continue. My question for you is that why do you continue to entertain political events in Noosa while being an enemy of the state and member to another in USA? Because it's Legos. And there's no reason not to. Shrugs it off. Honestly, I really don't care about Noosa anymore after you basically abandoned it. You're exempt from holding office or even citizenship. Well, you should not have vetted me then. Not my issue anymore. I see the only reason for you to testify is because you hold some sort of utter bias. Actually, as a person, you're amazing. I love you seriously. Like you're chill. Super chill. I'm marrying this like the man I am. However, in IRL, we will be good friends. However, your politics suck. I would like to point out, like the record of reflect the House witness narration of myself, and you're just bad like a leader. Yes, as an individual, I love you, Tim, but as a leader for Legoland, I think you should be removed. Fine. We have someone that wants to come on the air. We have someone who wants to come on air. I'll get them on shortly. There They're here, aren't they? These people. Timid is like South Vietnam, and you're the USA. Senator Joe Manchin, WV. Now he left. He will capitulate. You're on your last minute. Last question, Mr. President. I'm also wondering why ignoring your DMs makes me inactive. I continue to fulfill my duties as president while ghosting you. As you mentioned, 3 days into my term and longer. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And while I was your White House chief of staff, and when I asked you a question regarding national security, or another very important matter, you failed to recognize the issue at hand. Also, you had held one cabinet meeting at that. One cabinet meeting at that. You neglected your duties, sir. You let the nation crumble. I think I have company upstairs. I'm going to be quiet on this point onwards. You let the nation crumble. Time has expired. Thank you. For fuck's sake, Simid, you somehow managed to make the military see it away. Thank you. Please stand by. like Okay, going back over here, do you want us to continue witness TimidSoul, or would you like to withdraw as...
Hello, live stream.
Hello, how are you
Well,
doing?
so how's it going, Mr. Doom?
John, I'm doing fine, thank you. Can the
That's
audience
good,
hear
that's
you?
good.
Joining us now, of course, is Cotton Rockefeller. What did you do again?
What? Oh, I was former Speaker Pro Tempore and HMO.
You worked for the
Yep.
You worked for the previous administration, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I was like a
All right.
communications
Okay,
director.
to manage yourself, I have questions for you. 10 minutes then. Thank you, Mr. Chief Justice. Are you there, Mr. President? Yes. Quickly, what do you think of this?
Well, I think it's really clear and dry, bro. TimidSoul isn't active. There's no doubt about it. He hasn't responded to anything. He hasn't said a word in the White House Discord for his whole presidency so far. So I really think that in this trial here, TimidSoul is going to be convicted. I'm not really sure about the other charges, but I can tell you that
was basically putting a barred person on there.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
when was the last time you held a cabinet meeting? I'm not sure. My concept of time isn't great. Some weeks ago, perhaps.
I don't think he ever held a cabinet meeting. Yeah. I really think that Timid should be gone. And that Leo Vinnick should be appointed as president of the United States. That is my
The views and opinions expressed of the columnists do not represent the views and opinions of FTN, its staff, or management. I'm putting that there for legal reasons.
Okay. Oh shoot, there's one person watching and it's me. I'm gonna head off now. Thank you for having me on the show.
My pleasure. Come back anytime you want. Bye-bye. Now with that out of the way, let us continue the dramatic reenactment of the impeachment. Hello? How many days have you been, Mr. President? Don't know. Do you care? No. The former counsel, Arthur Chen, has tagged me in general. Everyone, you suck so much. Oh my god, the president's an incompetent little fuck, and now he's fired me. He's out of office. Oh my god, what is your problem? Not my words. Oh, they're just. Oh, God. Oh, they're trying to make me say it. Do you care about the activity of the nation? Mildly. Why not resign then? My resignations in no way would benefit the state or standing of our Lego nation. The same cycle of fallible constitutionalist leaders would continue. So, the country's better off dying with you than ever having another chance. Self-sincerely, is it not? Another chance would not be granted with constitutionalist leadership. But yes, it probably is. The country's better off dying with you than ever having another chance. It probably is, says the president. You're getting a statement from the former defense counsel of the president. He's DMing me. I will read that as soon as I possibly can. I think it's largely up to Klan management what to do in that regard. Why do you not choose to work with the Constitutionalists? Their actions and decisions affect the group the most. Do you hold them in disdain, or do you refer to your first point? Here's a statement from the former defense counsel, and I quote, "He's an incompetent fuck who only makes the nation worse and fired me so he can fail. What the hell?" Thank you. Thanks for sending me that. If you have any questions, opinions, or anything, send it to me, John of Doom 138. I have worked with the Constitutions willingly. Blue Killer, I, and other members of the House leadership had good discussions, specifically on what to do with the municipal agencies and the bill to resolve their being in limbo. It's not all of them. There are just a few names that you keep seeing return. Bernard Caldwell, and Ritual Culture. To the men of the group and government. Listen to myself. It continues along these lines. Final question for me. Do you believe what you did was illegal under the DSASA? And do you have any regret about hiring a treasonous into high roles of government? Are you referring to Brentevix, the DAP NSA? Yes. I am referring to Brent. I am exactly referring to him. I did not hire him. His employment in the government began when President Ralph continued against the DAP NSA under President Leo. And you're far less of a treasonous than the witness you just employed. So I don't see the issue, really. Mr. President, you are accountable for the actions of your employees. They serve at your pleasure. As Jerry Coulter, the other impeachment manager. Regardless of who hired them. The question was if I regretted hiring them. I did not hire him. I had to make this clear. Mr. President, can you define what treason is? Acting against the state as a citizen of it? Do you believe that any of your actions in the past have been treasonous? Let me rephrase. Have you ever committed any treason against the United States before or during your presidency? Not that I can recall. It's a yes or no. I'm going to speak so much today. That is a no. You don't have to be technical. If you cannot recall, that means you may have doubts about your past. Isn't that right? No, it needs to my knowledge I have not committed treason, which, in other words, is still a no. So you believe that there may be a slight chance of you've committed treason? Like a chance, there's a slight little chance? No. I've already said no. This trial should have ended an hour ago. So you're saying that you have committed treasonous acts in the past, correct? Mr. Chief Justice, I believe this is getting silly. I've answered the question several times already. Rewarding it does not progress the trial. Alright, so there may be a slight chance that the president's committed treason attacks against the United States. We'll set that as the record. Moving on. The answer was no. Several times. I'm not sure how you concluded that. Oh, my head is starting to hurt. But I shall move on. Alright, then I'd like to submit a few pieces into evidence. tired. Noosa is dying. That means we are in a state of emergency, but that hasn't been formally declared by the president. He continues to allow Noosa to die. He's purposely sabotaging the nation. That's not evidence. The senators can determine that, obviously. It's self-evident. Do you have a question? No. I will continue for a few minutes. No state of emergency for an activity that's been declared by myself or any president before me. I don't see why this suddenly is being brought against me. Yes, I would. Because Noosa hasn't died before. Noosa has been in active decline since the primary quarantine period of 2020 ended. Several presidents have served before then. Mr. President, the final question. You are unfit and most likely have been unable to stay as president. Your mental health. There's something from the chief manager. This doesn't make sense. Oh, perjury! You appointed Brandovich to the U.S. Senate or no? I didn't employ him. In the Senate, really? Is that not procuring an enemy? He is declared an enemy under law. And regardless of that, where is the evidence of treason? You are purposely sabotaging our government. That continues to be brought against him. You're an accomplice to treason. So tired. And why is he not tried and jailed as such? Why haven't you not sought proceedings against him? And are you not complicit in that case? You had the evidence but refused to act? Mr. President, interesting. I am not an assistant U.S. attorney. Unacceptable. I am merely a manager. The court allows submissions of evidence for crimes committed by others. I will refer my findings to the U.S. Attorney General after. You directly violated the Constitution and violated federal laws. I'm gonna get in my Judge Genie voice because it honestly sounds like they're speaking like Judge Genie. Or me, for that matter, I am speaking like Judge Genie Spiro. Moving this up. You directly violated the Constitution and violated federal laws. Everyone agrees. Hey, sir. We don't need you to agree. The Senate does. The law is clear. The Senate agrees. is a resolution to expel Senator Brennick. Is my mic even on? I'm confident that the rest of America and the Senate. I'm confident that the rest of America and the Senate agree you're an accomplice to treason, making you a treasonist. I'll read that again. I'm confident that the rest of America and the Senate agree that you're an accomplice to treason, making you a treasonist. I will also refer my findings to the Attorney General and seek appointment under CFR 680 as an independent counsel for proceeding with a prosecution in the United States District Court for possible crimes as a result. That is all. Search it up for yourself. That's Newsa's official website. Brentovix. DMing me. God. 5, 6. Bro. Which, I just got DM'd that. USA logs. That's the DOJ. That is, the DOJ isn't dead as a result of your quote-unquote work. And a motion has been presented. Which I do not know, what that motion is. And we will bring you that motion if anyone can say. The Senate has voted to move on to closing arguments. No questions whatsoever. Interesting that I was just about to bring up Jenny Coulter being an ultimately known, blacklisted, and criminal individual known as Richard Caldwell. Are these the tactics the House employs? Who bulk deleted? Jenny Coulter has been banned. All their work is to be struck. Ooh. Managed to collect funds and their questioning will only be admitted. So we're just going to ignore the other Jenny Coulter's arguments and questioning. Janine, how are you? A lot. Do you have another question, sir? Collect funds? I apologize. Justice with Janine Pirro. Janine, how are you? A lot. Let's see. No other questions. The Senate has moved to closing arguments. TimidSoul has 5 minutes for closing arguments. You won at 25 minutes past the hour. The lobby just full of spam saying, "I pledge allegiance to my gang," and I'm like, what? So we'll wait for the president to make his closing arguments to the Senate. People are asking, John, how are you? In which I reply, a lot. Here's the president's closing argument. I am innocent. That is all. Thank you, Justice. I will go ahead and move in game now. Thank you, Mr. Chief Justice. The evidence is clear. The Senate must and will convict. I yield. And that is that. Oop. Let's see what the Chief Justice is about to say. Bum 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 ba da ba dum bum bum ba dum ba da ba da ba 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 da ba ba da ba da ba 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 da ba ba da ba 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 da ba ba da ba da ba 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 da ba da ba da da bum bum ba da ba da 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 ba da 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 dum dum da dum do 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 da ba da do 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 do. This trial is adjourned at 22 minutes past the hour Eastern. I thank the president and manager for their work. I ask all senators to remember their oath and consider the facts carefully. I will certify the result once the president pro tempore refers to me such in writing. Thank you. The PPT may open voting on all articles. May God bless the United States, and may God continue to bless the United States of America. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the conclusion of said trial. We will, of course, bring you full coverage in just a moment. Please stand by. These are times that try man's soul, and I said that at the beginning of the broadcast, and there it is. The prosecution and defense have laid their argument in an intense case, and we shall see how the Senate is voting. This is going to be something else. I'm going to see if I can have anyone else come on. I am not going to give my opinion on the issue. I've already stated that in the Road Journal, and I'm trying to be impartial at all times. We're monitoring the comments here at the lobby. Let me see if anyone else wants to be on. It was a trial unlike any other. It's been something else to say the least. I think we're going to transition back into Doom Live. I legally cannot go to lobby because some of the stuff that they're using is not safe for work, to say the least. Just getting a red screen on the green screen. Let me know what you guys think, first of all. Your opinion is more important than mine. Let me know down in the live chat. I'll see if I can read some of the comments. Okay, let me go and see if I can safely go to the lobby. Live look at the lobby. I did not kill the federal government. They killed themselves by allowing such cancers like the Constitutionalist Party to take root, someone said in their arguments. Vinixie says that this trial is damning against the president. Secretary of the Senate, I am appalled. Interesting choice of words there. Interesting choice of words. Personally, I believe that the president will be convicted and removed for several reasons. One, okay, this looks so off on screen. Let me fix that. Oop. Okay, that sounds much more better. Let me cut to this one. It's not straight, but alas, it's what we can do at this moment. No. Resetting the camera here. We will monitor the vote as soon as it comes in. We'll see if we can bring that up. He'll be on a Trello vote. A 2/3 majority again is needed to convict the president, with the possibility of the president being barred as per the ticker that is scrolling on screen as of Well, right now. Yeah. I got nobody that's coming on. Dear God. It's all just an argument about I can't bring that on air. Sorry to seem stale to you, but honestly, I got nothing else to say. But this is basically filler until they announce the voting opening, and I normally would have someone on there, but they're all gone. We had a team covering the Leo Vanik hearings, but I'm a one-man band. I am a one-man band when it comes to this impeachment of Tim. I'm about to show you Discord, but be warned, I am not responsible for any of the content. Of course, you are continuing to watch what's left of the impeachment. We started an hour ago, I believe, and we ended within that hour. How am I still here? So I think I'm just going to let you see the comments. On the other screen, Theater of News. Well, just, I'm not sure if that's going to work. Yeah, it's going to not work. All these for a bunch of the camera screen, just trying to fill time and not bore y'all to death. But it's been a fascinating impeachment coverage so far. It's been quite it's been quite something. Let me take it off here. There's a bunch of stuff I don't want on air. And it's being said. Here we go. Voting has started. Voting has started. We are going to monitor that. Let me find where it is. Let me find where that is. Let me pull up the articles. And we will bring that to you on screen at this very moment. Let us start with Article 1. It's using 7.5% of my CPU. Let us start with Article 1 in activity. While everything loads, did it crash on me? I think it crashed on me. Let me... I'm sorry for the delay. I'm very sorry for the delay. It's there's been an error. I'm trying to get that on screen. So please stand by while we check that out. I apologize in advance. But voting has started. Voting has and officially has started. Let me keep on the screen and see if it works. Don't let me down. Okay, it's not going to. Okay, so Trello isn't playing nice with me at this moment. I apologize for that, but it really... Here we are. Let's go. Let us get that on screen really quick. If we can. Okay, for some reason it's not... there's a green screen. There's Discord. I think I need to go to video. Okay, let me go. Okay. As you can see, Con Artist voted aye. Yes voted aye. It just goes that. So it's 2 ayes at this moment. Two ayes in that moment on Article 1 of inactivity. Let us go to Article 2, which is essentially the same. JS voted aye, and Khan voted aye. Those who have voted guilty on all counts. So we will, of course, keep you in touch when it comes to that. As the votes start to come in at this moment, keep you in touch when it comes to that. There's me again. Trying to see if the stream still works because it does get a bit laggy. There's been no movement. There has been no movement whatsoever since the last time we checked that one out. I don't know why it does that. Of course, impeachment bar of TimidSoul. So this is going to be a bar vote, too. This will be a bar vote, as you can see straight behind me. So this will be like a federal bar. If it does get approved, which personally I am expecting it to be approved. The Constitutionalists do have that majority where they can expel the president. And then CYX will be the president, and if that he declines, Senator Khan will of course be the president. And if I can be completely honest here, I do not know how they will act as president, but we can only hope it is better than the current administration. Not my personal opinion, not nobody's opinion, just my thoughts given on how everything is going. I'm not sure if those two could save Noosa. No one can realistically. Let me be honest with you. Let me clear this up. Realistically, no one can save Noosa. I am so sorry, but no one, even if they tried, no one can save this place, this hellhole we call Noosa. No one can save that. Even if we tried, there is no way a person can save Noosa. Absolutely no way. So with that in mind, keep it on here for more as I start to sit down, make my way over here. I've been standing the entire impeachment trial. Let me continue to bring that on here. Quite simply, nothing is happening at this very moment. It's still the same at this moment. Studio C2, window capture 3, and see what's going on. Behind me is what the masses are saying. You cannot see well, but that is exactly what they're saying. And it's vocal, to say the least. It is extremely vocal. You know for a fact, it honestly seems like whatever they're going to vote on will be the most crucial for this nation. Because whoever, and there's, in my opinion, in my mind, there is no doubt that this guy will be convicted and removed and barred. This is without a doubt gonna happen. What happens though is whoever leads Noosa next, they're gonna be in charge of something quite interesting, and their leadership could effectively be the revival or the death of this country as we know it. What is this? Oh. it really pains me that we're in this point again where yet another president is being impeached. It honestly is, because every single term, with the exception of one, Ralph, who almost served the full term, something has always happened that has caused the president to be impeached. The removal is something else. And as a former senator who has directly sat through this exact situation, it is a heavy burden. To even go on. It's a heavy decision. I was stressed when I was making it. I'm honestly not gonna lie. It was a difficult decision, and one day I regret. I'm not gonna lie. You have to take her really quick. I'll do that really quick. Let us check. Let's go see what the Trello is saying. Let me put that on here really quick. You can see nothing. Nothing has changed. Last votes were in 11 minutes ago. I hate repositioning the camera. This is what the desk looks like. Our first time using it. The FTN newsroom. Since we opened the Rock River Studios. Let's see if I can screw this up. Okay. We're good. Let me go back on the Discord. Two more votes are needed. One more vote is needed. According to our FTN journalist, he is saying that one more vote is needed. At 5:47, let us check Article 2. No change there. Article 1. No change there. Again, for the comments behind me, I take no responsibility for them, and the views and opinions expressed do not represent those of FTN staff or management. Let me take that away really quick. To bring us in a more better environment. It's quite sad, really. It honestly is quite sad that we have once again came to this point where it's another president's being impeached. Whatever happens next, will people regret their vote? We've almost been on the air for 2 hours now. It is almost 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central. my stream and I can do whatever I want. Okay, collect. Okay, manager fund says hi. One more vote. What? Wrong. That is just what I'm getting from our source. Here, actually, I'm going to show the Discord really quick because we got a photo that I want to show. Right there. Behind me. Guilty 2, guilty 4, so about 6. Femboys guilty, a con artist guilty, Chief Vinixie guilty, yes guilty, Hop FR guilty, yes request guilty. So that's one more vote is needed. I'm not sure why the Trello is not showing anything. I'm looking back at the Trello and nothing is showing. Let me go ahead and refresh it. Okay, it's being refreshed. Okay, Trello is being a sob and is not loading what I want. Okay, it appears that it has updated. Manager Sons, if you are listening to this right now, do you have something to say? We would love to get your comment on air. Okay, seems like Trello is not loading, and regrettably, that is honestly, without a doubt, the crappiest thing I've ever seen in Trello. It's yeah, this ain't being loaded. No funds. If you want to say something to Sergeant at Arms, you can. Major Fun says, I love the United States in this trial was tough, but I will never cease to uphold the Constitution. We've almost been on the air for 2 hours. As of right now, we have been on the air for 2 gosh darn hours. At 3:54 Central, we've been on the air. Is this true? Someone saying the Constitutional establishment has once again removed the president. So sad, cries, sarcastic. Let me check the Trellos. Where did I put the Trello at? Because okay, nothing is shown on my end. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, this is just the articles. of impeachment. For some reason, it's not showing. Again, the views and opinions expressed, of course, do not represent those of FTN. And that for legal reasons. Let's change that. We are waiting on one more vote until we have something. As a sergeant in arms, you can say something. Any senator can say something. My question is, who's going to run? Who will run for president when that time comes? It is anyone's guess, honestly. Bum 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 ba da ba dum bum 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 ba da ba 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 ba. Breaking news! Breaking news! Breaking news! President Soul has been convicted. President Soul has been convicted. Let us go straight to Discord. TimidSoul found guilty and hereby convicted and removed. Breaking news just in right now. There is the announcement right there. We have breaking news. That is it right there. There we go. Article 1 inactivity status guilty. So he has been found guilty of Article 1. There we go. We have witnessed an impeachment. CYX about to be the president any minute now. You are witnessing history in the making as NewSo welcomes in a new president. Here's the guilty one. There are about 6 votes, but it's been called. Wow! That is something you don't see every day, folks. You're witnessing history right here. I don't have the proper alert graphics. Nobody ever sent that to me. Wow. That is without a doubt. Someone in our newsroom is pointing out that he is the first president impeached and found guilty since Reset 4K. That is without a doubt. That is incredible. That, regardless if you supported or opposed impeachment, you have to admit that is something incredible. So there goes, that person is also pointing out, there goes the entire Leo Vinick presidency. Again, we're waiting on the bar. On that bar vote. We will bring that to you. Someone said that they're blaming the constitutionalists for this, saying, quote, they will die with the community they have killed. At 5:59 Central, the president, now former, has said, quote, on the government updates channel, quote, Joe. That is it, just Joe. We are awaiting Article 2, the results from Article 2. That will be any minute now. You are watching history in the making as a president has been removed and the entire course of NUSA history is being changed. Although I've heard before from someone that Cylinder has promised someone that he'll take the presidency seriously. That we shall see, and there you go. The constitutions have regained the Congress and the White House, and what they will do in power is, frankly, I don't even know. They're just as unpredictable as the Republicans were. Damn. Do you honestly think we would have ended up in this situation if that other guy, the constitutionalist, pick won? That was obviously a shock. We covered that months ago. And now here we are, a vice president that nobody heard became the president and has been impeached and removed, convicted and removed. Former President TimidSoul has been convicted by the Senate of both articles of impeachment and thus, per the Constitution, shall be removed from power. Per the line of succession, I believe the Speaker, Cylinder, is next in line. Let this be a warning to everyone. You cannot drag a group to the grave with you. That from President Pro Tempore, a con artist. So Article 2, guilty. Wow. If I sound so silent, it's because I'm honestly speechless. I think Cylinder was Alex Kabat's candidate. You know, it's honestly been a whirlwind covering this. We were on the air at 9 in the morning, just previewing what I expected to be. And now here we are. It's about 7:08 p.m. Eastern, 6:08 Central, and we have a new president. That is, without a doubt, this has been the most whirlwind term I've ever seen in my life, and I've been through a lot. How will Speaker, now President CYX Cylinder, do this? Will he lead a nation back towards peace and prosperity, or will continue to falter, or will he resign? Honestly, I think a con artist will be president. It will happen sooner or later. Just watch. Dear God. Dear God. It's all too much to handle, honestly. Ridgeway is actually... They have reacted. The news has went to Ridgeway. The news has been sent to Ridgeway. I'm looking at the Ridgeway Discord server right now. City prosecutor says it was dealer in Ridgeway, referring to the president, the now former president. So F him. Official vote totals, all in favor, none against. Which means if those two Republicans join with the Constitutionalists, that this has been a bipartisan impeachment and conviction. Now all we wait for is the results of these House elections. We will, of course, bring that more as we get into it. That will conclude our coverage for now. I'm John of Zoom, reporting in the FTN newsroom. We will continue to cover this tonight in a special edition of Doom Live. For now, I'm John of Doom. Have a great night, and we will see you sometime. I don't know when, but we will see you sometime soon. Have a great night.